excited to be here and sharing with you guys the updates that are coming out soon. They're going to be attempted to push the code. Some of these updates might have to be wound back, but this is what we've been working on, so you can have a look at the project and what we've got going on. So I had a slight issue with it's not populating correctly the leaderboard, so we managed and fixed that. So now your position for your time, you'll be coming first. It will be automatically populated, so with the person with more time burnt. I'll show you and I'll go through. So you will sign the account here, what account you want to use your Hive keychain signer. You can make that automatic, so we'll do it each time. Once that's done, usually these buttons would be locked. It will unlock these buttons. Your card system now is updated and changed in here. As you can see, the hover will hover over here and it will let you know how many tokens you got to burn to get each one unlocked. Okay, so I'll explain this a little bit more. What we will do is we will burn a bit of tokens today, so I can show you what it sort of looks like. Let's burn, say, let's fully unlock. What are we at? 25,000. So let's burn 25,000, and so we can see what that does. And I added this burn because what happened was, another problem we had is as more people will join your population, you had to burn in this tab. So I created this tab instead, so you can just do it off here now and you're at the top. So I don't know if I explained to you how the Curation bot works. I'll show you quickly. So you will just hit this. It will generate this one here, and it should populate with some votes that it's been collecting over the period of time as it's running. It will go through once it's actually loaded correctly, and it will slowly go through and get the best curations for you to vote. If it doesn't do that, if you just press this one, it will generate 5. It's lined up perfect, so you get the perfect amount. You don't want this energy here to go below 80%. You want it at the 80%, because once it's at the 80%, it's more efficient this way because of the way it runs. Okay, so let's go on to the next thing, and I'll show you. So it's generated. So you'll just click how many you would want to vote on it. So if you want a 50% vote, you'll do that. If you want a 100% vote, you will add more. Each time you burn once, it will increase the vote. So I'll show you the burn so you can see. So if I burn there, it will reset them. But I'll just do a vote. I'll get rid of them all so you can see them get rid of. And I'll do one, so we'll vote on that one. So then that's gone through, it will take that away. I successfully voted on it 100%. And then that curation will show up in your account 7 days later in your Hive account. Okay, so now burning. So what did I say? 20,000, didn't I? So let's do 20. Hang on. Yeah, 21,000. Okay, let's say 21,005. Okay, so let's burn. So then it should unlock once it goes through. So there we go. So we've got a few unlocked. We've got more to unlock. So I burnt less. So what did I build? I only burnt 2,000. My bad. But okay, that will be more than enough to show you guys, so you can get a general idea of what it actually does. And as you can see, it regenerated. So while I'm voting, and I usually vote once a day, I will only burn one at a time. It's just more efficient. If we look across to our burn tab now, see our burn tab's gone up a great deal. So there's a lot more tokens burned. That will populate in there if I refresh the screen. It should have populated straight away. So there we go. There's another thing I can work on fixing. But it does populate if I just hit the refresh. I'm recording, so the refresh is not there at the moment. Okay, side the point. I did some upgrades in here. So I completely overhauled this. It's not finished. It needs a little bit more, but I made it more efficient and better. So the unlocks will be here as well. This will explain the breakdown of the percentage you get for running the other competition that we run. Is the monthly tournament competition of the leaderboard, and they're the payouts for, you get the same for the payouts for the leaderboard, but reverse the other way. If you want more information on that, they'll be on the Discord. So let's have a look, and I've completely built this one because I had to build from scratch so we can verse each other in game. That was the whole reason of this. So I will start, and it will work automatically now if you've got any burn time. As soon as your burn time goes away, it will stop working. That could change at a later date because I'm unsure. We've got to create and get more data. It could change due to only getting a certain many for each time you burn or battles. We'll speak to everyone and try to figure out what we want to do there. But yeah, so let's have a look and I'll show you what I've developed here. I have been stuck. What I'm stuck in. So now it will battle with in-game and then it will start. Like I said, so the more dragons you have, the more effective and the more damage you're going to do. But what happens is when you have less dragons, there's a percent that it will do a rebirth one-shot energy drain attack. Is it going to do it? No, it didn't do it. Okay, so that depends. What I'm explaining there is what it will do is it will basically relive the dragon, throw the energy burst out, then drain all your energy dragons. It does that. That works more effective if your powers are sort of even, or if you've got 2 or 3 dragons. As you got more dragons due to the percentage, that percentage of the rebirth that I added in there to mix things up, the rebirth energy drain, that we haven't come up with a correct name for it. That's what it does. So that's what we've named it to do so far, if you get what I mean. But yeah, sort of that's the backbones of that. That percentage, I am stuck at the code at the moment. This is where I'm stuck. So I'm unsure if this is going to, because I've only got a few weeks, about a week, to try to figure this problem out. I've tried it a lot and I'm getting stuck on it. I don't understand what it is. But the way that this is all saved, because it's saved in through the blockchain, so it's more secure, the timer and things, when it doesn't add back to it. I'll wait for this to count down and we'll watch another battle, but I'm having issues with trying to work away it adding the time. So I will try to work on that and figure out what it's actually doing there to fix that at a later date, but I'm unsure of why that's doing that. Let's have a look here. Let's let it do its thing. We'll start a battle again. So we'll just make sure it's not but yeah, the more dragons you got, and it will swap between different characters that are already in the game. So it will read the amount of dragons. So you're going to reverse the people that have the same amount of dragons, or the different types of dragons. So it depends on who you get, how your winning streak's going to go and other things. But yeah, so that's quite a little bit fun, and like I said, there's some limitations, but that's sort of what I've been working on and what I've got for you guys so far. And yeah, there we go. So that's perfect. Let's go into the trading bot. So the trading bots are all up and functional and running. Let's I'll reduce this amount down a bit because there's not as much HBD, and I don't know if it will. I've got set limits, so that's below the set limits for it to work, but we'll see if we can get it to. But basically, so I've got an extra tab in here. You can mess with more advanced settings if you know what you're doing. So that's for more people that are inclined for that type of thing. So you'll just burn 1 KOMC token. You'll trade it up. Then we'll go, yep. And then once the burn happens, yep. Then it will sign, it will do 2 different transactions, and then it will populate and it will start the bot, and it will sit there and just trade for you. You just leave that open in your browser. As soon as you go off it, it's designed this way for a reason. It's not fully integrated in with everything else because it's designed that way so you can just have it open on a tab and have it traded. If you get to a higher amount of holdings of our token, that you get to a certain amount that you've burnt, and you show us that and we check the account and you have burnt that, you will get access to we've got a 24-hour version of the bot, and it just runs constantly 24 hours. We manually run that for members and other things. So basically this is going to do the trade. I did add a feature to vote your curation votes here as well, so you can just vote straight here for the curation if you didn't want to go off the other, and it would just find the curation votes for you in here. There's another section for that. I just thought that'd make it easier case scenario so you don't got to go off the page and unburn the coin and you'll be able to do your votes. So especially if you're trading for a few days, just letting it run, then that way, if you just click the, so basically that's that. So yeah, you've got your different types of levels that you can trade. That will be a little bit more aggressive, and then that will just change it automatically. So you can leave that while it's going. It will change the strategy to more aggressive strategy. Like I said, it was a little bit harder to integrate to make it do that while it's still running without setting it off, but it took a bit of time, but ended up doing it. All your other information will track in here. I'm going to turn that off now. But yeah, that's basically what it will do, and I'll let you know what type of market it is. But that's the updates that I've got and I have updated for you guys. So at least the leaderboard's going to work correctly now. We're going to have a correct screenshot of that, so there won't have to be the pictures in Discord once this update is pushed out. We'll have a record here and we'll know what everyone's burnt, so that's a really good thing. In between now and then, I don't have much more news than that, and I will catch you next time. Hooray and goodbye.